If you've been keeping up with the channel, then you'll notice this has been an absolutely crazy year so far. We've traveled literally all over the world looking for cool guitars, and we've really outdone ourselves because we've gotten, I think, literally 200 pieces since we've done the last proper fresh finds video. And as much as I would self-indulgently love to do a video showing all 200 new guitars or what of those is left, I'm literally here for one day and then I'm flying back out to meet Against the Current in Boston to continue the tour with them. I pulled like a dozen of my favorite guitars we've gotten recently. We're just gonna bring it back to the old format and show you guys some new stuff. Let's get into the first fresh finds we've done in a long time. We'll start over here. This one I don't think you guys have seen. This is a very rare variant of a Fender TL52. This one has a photo flame neck, which is pretty cool. And this one has the Hamburglar on it that some people are into. See it right there. This is a really fun Tele. It's pretty heavy. It's probably like 9 pounds. Nice thick neck. Plays great and does all the stuff that you would want out of a 52 style Telecaster. This next one found at the Dallas Guitar Show a few days ago. It's definitely not the most expensive, but it's actually like one of my favorite guitars we found in a while. This is a Japanese-made Fujigan NeoClassic. And this beautiful finish, look at that. And it's super dark rosewood board. The previous owner very tastefully put in some Seymour Duncan pickups. This is the hot Tele set, and this thing sounds incredible. I was playing this for like an hour yesterday, and this guitar has really blown me away now that I've actually like put it through its paces. Great Japanese craftsmanship as you would expect, and just great sounding and playing Tele. In all honesty, it's not a lot of money either, so if you're looking for an amazing Tele that checks kind of all the boxes, top-notch craftsmanship, good parts, good woods, check this thing out. This is really cool. Found this one in Indiana, and I think this was probably like my favorite find from that show. This is a 1964 Epiphone FT45 Cortez. This thing is fantastic. I've talked about this before, but I kind of compare this to like a smaller version of my 67 J45, and it's all the guitar that is, which is a lot of guitar. Really nice acoustic, really top notch. Very grateful to have stuff like this. It sounds incredible.
Where is it made?
Made in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Same place they're making the Gibson guitars. This came from the Dallas Guitar Show, and it was Sunday morning. The public wasn't in yet. I was doing my walk around, and a dealer came up to me and said, "Hey, we talked about this guitar on, I think it was Thursday, it might have even been Wednesday night." And he was like, "It's all yours. We'll take your offer." And we got it. 1998 limited edition Gibson Flying V, natural mahogany. It's heavy. And it's played. There's like some natural wear here, but this is a great guitar. And I'm not even that into Vs, and this really impressed me. Very cool piece. As I said with the last one, very grateful to have this. It's got some scratches. It's not new, but it's here to be played. No breaks or repairs or anything, so the important stuff is there. Another Gibson that I found on Sunday at the Dallas Guitar Show. This is kind of funny. This is probably, in some sense, controversial. This is a 2015 Gibson Les Paul traditional mahogany top, which is absolutely gorgeous. Super cool. But it's got the robot tuner still on it. And you'll notice most of these have been converted by now to have normal tuners. I heard there was actually a period of time you could go into the guitar centers and they would just swap them for you if you bought it new. Like they recalled them or something like that. But this one's literally new old stock. It's got all the paperwork with it. Obviously we're selling it as used as we're not an authorized Gibson dealer, but this is basically new. And while as a player, I would rip those tuners off immediately. I wanted to leave this as an all original example of like, here's what you got in 2015. Cool piece. Probably, I'd put this a little more on the collectible side than player side of things, just because I'd keep it the way that it is for the significance of how bad those tuners were, but as a player, I do some mods here. But it's so mint and it's all here that I would just leave it the way it is and find something that's got a little more wear and tear and then mod that one. These next three I'm gonna show all at once, because they're all in the same family of guitars. Limited edition Fender set neck Telecasters. These two have the flame maple tops, and then this one obviously has the competition stripe straight down the middle. So this one is a more recent one. This is just your standard flame top set neck Tele. Pretty cool. And this one actually has a hard case, which is not original. So Nice upgrade there. They come stock with Seymour Duncan pickups, which sound really, really great. This is one from 2003 that's really rare, and I never see this finish. I've actually found one other one before, and I can't believe I found a second, but it's this really cool green flame. I think this is called transparent ebony or something like that, which doesn't make sense for the color, but that was the color code they gave it. Really, really cool green flame there. I think there's probably like 1 or 200 of this finish, so those are pretty hard to come by. And this one's pretty rare too. This is actually an Esquire, technically not a Tele, as it only has the one pickup, and somebody upgraded this one with a Seymour Duncan Invader. Switched out the knob here, but really, really cool, straight to the point guitar. And again, very hard to find. I love the stripe on this. It's very, very cool. Another find from Dallas, and one of my favorites. Gibson SG Special. I think this is the 60s tribute or the 60s reissue, but really, really cool TV white. Nice thin nitro finish, which is already aging really nicely here. I love these. Dope P90s. What's not to love here? Super simple guitar. Sounds great. This is gonna wear really nicely over time, especially if you take this out. Once it gets sweat on and bangs around a bit, this is gonna look like a proper vintage SG Special. Very cool. I'd love to own this one if I had the need for it. This probably wouldn't get sold, but fortunately I have this box checked already. This Strat just came in the mail. Very fresh find, so it hasn't even been worked on yet, from a new friend of ours who we've been doing a bunch of business with. And look at this color. If you know my taste, I wouldn't normally be gravitating towards something with a Floyd, but needs a little bit of restoration work, but this is sick, and this color is amazing, and very excited to get this thing cleaned up and restored. This is really nice 1988 Japanese made Strat. Very shred. Somebody will love this.
Matches your shirt.
It does, look at that, matches me quite nicely. Here's one that we don't see very often. This is a limited edition guitar from 2020 that Fender did a small run of. A Fender HM Strat reissue in a very, very vibrant pink. And this thing's awesome. Very shred. It's very cool. Very pink. Keeping with the shred theme, this is really, really great. It's all here. This thing is really, really minty. Whoever had this took very good care of it. Appreciate it. And I hope it does. Let's see if it does.
Or does the curse of Dallas still continue?
Oh no! Unless it's hiding somewhere else, which I don't think it is. No. No trem arm. Keep your trem arms, guys. The amount of guitars we've acquired without them lately is absolutely insane. Fortunately, I don't think these are that rare, so we can probably source one. Another special surprise. 69 Fender Mustang reissue. An absolute classic from a flash flooded gear. This one also just came in. And I'm not sure what color code this actually is, because I thought this was just vintage white, but this is so yellow that I think it's actually yellow, because it's like, the whole thing is this color. It hasn't aged to this, and if it has, that's insane, but very cool 69 reissue Fender Mustang. Only a couple more. Let's check this one out next. I actually don't remember when this came in. I know it was recently, and I know it was somewhere in our travels. This is a vintage Ibanez. It is a hollow body, or it's a semi-hollow body, and it is a 1980 Ibanez LR10. Very, very cool piece. Really cool top on here. And I like this. It plays really well. It's got some wear. It's a, what is that, 43-year-old guitar? Really, really cool. Nice dark board. Nice finish. It's a fun piece, and we love to see it. I'll finish out guitars with this one, as it's one of my favorites we found in a long time. Here we have a Fender made in Japan Hybrid 2 Stratocaster in burgundy mist, and this thing is exceptional. Finish looks crazy, awesome board, like perfect Strat neck profile here. It's not too thin, not too thick, it's just right in the middle. For me, this is everything I want out of a Strat. Fantastic guitar. Gets my seal of approval 10 times over. Very nice. As well as guitars, we've gotten a handful of really cool amps in lately. This is the most recent one. This is a 1977 Fender Pro Reverb, and this thing sounds awesome. Really cool amp, kind of right in between a deluxe and a twin, where I think it's about 40 watts, so it's actually a controllable amount of volume. But it's still a nice big amp, you can still get it loud and clean. It's not gonna break up immediately like a deluxe. Right behind that, we've had this one for a little bit, but this is a 1976 Fender Twin Reverb, so keep it in theme. They're literally the same size amp. If we roll this over a little bit. Got an old Vox Cambridge reverb. This one's from 1967, so really old amp. And this one's solid state, so it's kind of on the, this amp was pushing the boundaries at the time it came up, and it was probably looked at as a cool thing that it was solid state rather than now we're like, oh, I don't want that, I want the tube version, but that one had something special going. There's like hundreds more items that I would love to show you guys, but unfortunately there's only so much time in a day. You gotta keep coming back to the other videos to see all the other cool stuff. So that is all we have for today. Let me know down below what your favorite thing is we showed off. Yeah, as always, we appreciate you guys being here. We always ask, but the subscribing, the liking, the commenting, all that really does help. It helps us do more of these videos and spread the word. Thank you guys as always for your support. It's appreciated, and we'll see you in another video soon. Bye.
Also,
yeah,
merch at some point. Soon. Sooner than later.
We're working on merch and a live stream, and
it's coming.
Keep your ears peeled. It's all coming. After tour, anything is possible because I'll be home for more than 2 days, which will be a first in like, how many months? 5?
I know, we've been going a lot.
January 9th, the craziness started, and for me it ends on May 17th, so I'm looking forward to that too. I'm not even gonna take any time off. I just get to spend more time in the shop working on this kind of stuff, so looking forward to that.